skateboarding is obviously art.
Right.
So that's a factual statement?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. What is art?
Art is unlimited creativity.
Don't you think there should be some limit?
There can't be. That is the limit.
The limit is surely being a human and not being able to make infinite art.
The crickets.
I was about to say the same thing.
I heard that shit too. Okay, how about this one? What I have noticed about video premieres, because I've been to a lot of them, there is a certain moment where somebody does a trick at a recognizable spot in the hometown that the video premiere is in. Mark Appleyard's part in Sorry. I was there for the premiere, and I could not believe it because he was, doing incredible stuff on these Californian spots, and they weren't eliciting much of a response. But when he did the nollie flip into Bridge Banks, which is a Sydney spot, all he did was nollie flip into one bank and ollie down the second. But every single Sydney sider in that theater recognized that spot and went, "Hey!" Because they knew how hard it was. Now, if you haven't been to the spot, you don't know how hard the thing is, and you have no frame of reference to understand the difficulty.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of skateboarding comes down to that people go, not that impressive. It's like, have you nollie heel flip Carlsbad? Have you been to Carlsbad? Do you know what Carlsbad is? And they're like, no, it's in California, don't care. Like, if you've been there, you fucking know. Have you had any experience like that at a premiere where you're like, oh, they got that one because they know the spot? You guys don't go to a lot of video premieres, do you?
No, we don't.
No. I don't even know what skateboarding is.
Well, we've been to plenty of spots traveling around, and we see what you're talking about. We'd go to a spot that we've seen in a video, and be like, oh my God, that's why he only did this there. And it's like, holy shit, that's crazy.
Give me a specific example of that.
Yeah, what's the spot? Where'd we go?
Well, first thing I thought of was the Love Park Gap. Rest in peace.
You went there?
It's no longer there, yeah. I almost three-shoved it. I did a three-shove, and I late flipped, and I hot-pocketed my ankles. And I was like,
You
I'm done.
got me on a three-shove and skate today. Your three-shoves are first try impeccable. I did notice that. So you almost three-shoved Love.
Yeah, almost.
What happened on the landing?
It did a late flip, and my ankles bent inward, and I was done. Sprained both ankles right then and there. Because that gap, you have to run as fast as you possibly can, get on your board, push as hard as you can, as many times as you can. You have to skate the fastest you ever skated in your whole life, and then hit a trick down a big-ass gap.
It's longer than it is high. I've heard that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's insane.
Yeah. How much of the history of it do you know? Who was the first to ollie it?
I know zero history. I just know we used to go there and get chased out by the cops like everyone else, and it was a great time.
So the
always.
three-shove almost belonged to Beau Sluder.
Yeah, almost.
That would have been a fucking name on the map there, man.
Yeah, I wish I got it, but I'll get it somewhere else.
You won't get it on Love Gap. So the first to ollie it was Vinny Ponte in the Zoo York video. The first to kickflip it was Kerry Getz. It was shortly afterwards kickflipped by somebody else who I can't quite recall. Wait, what did Bam do? Did Bam kickflip it?
Did he?
Get it.
Hold on a second. You guys have a Bam story to tell me.
Yeah, so we used to live at Bam's house for like over a month.
How and why?
Working on the ramps.
We got invited by our friend Carlos, our awesome legend friend Carlos that is a legend at FDR skate park. And he invited us to come help them build the skate park, Bam's new indoor skate park in his barn.
What's your interactions with Bam like?
Always pretty chill, just, hey man, and just like hanging out with him, partying with him when we used to party, and they had parties all the time. It was too crazy for our taste. We had to just stop working there and go back home because we were like, this is too much. It was getting too much drama and stuff.
Well, you're in a far crazier place now.
He's a chill
insane.
dude.
Well, no shit. I felt that way when I met Bam. It was at a friend's wedding, and I know all the jackass stuff has happened, and I know there's that side of his life. But I wanted to talk to Bam Majera, the skateboarder, the guy that had a transpo part, the guy that rode for a time machine. Like that's who I wanted to talk to. I don't really give a fuck about jackass. And I was like, this is Bam the skater. Let me talk to Bam the skater. And it worked for a bit, but later that weekend he was arrested for a DUI.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a normal person like the rest of us.
But he's been completely fucked over by Hollywood. It'll happen to you.
No.
Not on my watch.
I don't even know what that means.
No, I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. You guys are the real deal. Like, you don't mess with any of that shit. You just skate.
But, yeah, so like when I skate, it's not just skateboarding. It's also the filming of the skateboarding combined is the art to me.
Of course.
Which is almost like, to me, it's almost like a painting. It's like a moving painting.
It is.
So I just, if it's not right, if I do a little tic-tac, that's like Mona Lisa having like a scar because he like tripped when he was like finishing it up.
That is one of the most profound analogies I've ever heard, and I relate 100%. I did notice this about you. You don't quit until you feel that it's exactly right.
Exactly how I envisioned it.
A couple of times today, a lot of times the filmer will tell you, hey, it's fine, let's move on, but they just want to get the fuck out. But you want to do it the way you want to do it. And you want to feel it the way you want to feel it, and you know when you're done.
Exactly.
You won't take something like, oh, I don't know, 540 Dark Nada spin that kind of lands to Decker. That was a great analogy. You said that it's like the Mona Lisa having a scar because...
he tripped while he was finishing up the painting.
Is that all yours? Did you make that up?
I made that up.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm crying under these glasses. That was brilliant. Wow. See, I've always said this about the Mona Lisa. I think that the reason I'm able to understand art is an approximation versus mathematics, which is absolute. When you have the Mona Lisa, it's not actually a woman. It's pieces of pigment pushed around on a canvas. Nevertheless, it resembles a woman. Now, you can make mistakes there. You don't have to necessarily scar her face, but you can not get it entirely right, and it's still the Mona Lisa. Mathematics, to me, are this impossible thing, because if you get one number wrong, you fuck the whole thing up.